All right, so we decided to get our 4 championship contenders up here. One of them is still in tech, so Barrett Polhemus should be joining us shortly. So guys, we're on Facebook Live. So I'm going to start out with the first question, and then you guys can kind of follow up with any questions you have with your drivers. And I'm going to start here. I'll turn the mic over, and you guys can handle it. I'm going to start with our points leader, Blake Rowe. Blake, this is the biggest points lead you've had all season long. You guys were just that tight all season. Very competitive between the 4 of you. Not saying that this is guaranteed. You have to get through today, 150 laps, and Winchester, which anything can happen. But just kind of give us a synopsis of your season and where you are right now.
Yeah, it's been very up and down. I mean, we really started out strong with a win at Berlin and a strong showing at Anderson, and it's had its struggles since then. We've kind of picked back up, recently in the last few races, and I feel really good about the performance we've had. But this is a long ways from over. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to lose this thing. John Van Doren, our crew chief, has saying that there's 10,000 ways to lose these races, and there's probably more than that to lose a championship. So we had a motor lay down yesterday in practice and had to do a swap. So we got lucky that happened earlier rather than later. And I think we've got a really good race car today. We just gotta keep it clean, keep it out front. Hopefully maintain or stretch our points lead a little bit and go into Winchester and just try to plan on racing for a win. So that's the plan.
Chase, you can answer the question. Chase Pinsonneault will talk. You were in a very close battle with Barrett Polhemus for the rookie championship, but you're kind of hanging around there in third, just on the outside looking in. You've actually had a pretty good season. Picked up a win here at Owosso earlier this season.
We've been pretty solid all season. Just between a little bit of stuff happening at the start of the year, I made a few mistakes with transmissions and just a couple unfortunate events, not as close as we'd like to be. Had a solid year, lots of speed, building year for us, my first year over in the States. It's been really good, just learning every week and, trying to close it out strong in the last couple of races.
Chase Burda, our defending JEGS All-Stars Tour champion. This season, you had a bad start. You just couldn't get anything to go right, whether it was, things going on with your race car. Yeah. You always had a fast car. You finally got the win at Flat Rock. And you thought, we're on our way, and you just haven't been able to get there. Kind of talk about your season, about just trying to get the flow and get it going.
Yeah, that's been this whole season. We haven't been able to get it in rhythm or a flow. We've unloaded fast. We've had fast cars all year. I mean, every race I feel like we have at least a top 5 car, if not better. So it's just we got to pick up on these little pieces. Right now the biggest thing is just trying to finish the year strong, trying to get these good finishes and just kind of end on a good foot. The biggest thing is just got to be there at the end and have all the fenders on it. And it's just not been going that way half the races this year. So hopefully these last 2 races of this series, we can have good finishes and maybe win one. Yeah, there's some things, or I guess like passing, you can see where they're passing and or I guess also, too, you can see where your competition's slacking. I mean, we got to see Dylan and a couple of hot shoes that will be running with us today, so we can see where we can pass them and stuff like that. But also, this is like a childhood dream for me, flagging. It's something I always wanted to do once, so it was pretty cool to do it yesterday. And, it's just cool just getting like a different visual on the race and just taking it in like in a different aspect.
And if anybody doesn't know, last night, all these 3 plus Barrett Polhemus jumped over to the dark side with champion Rick. Chase, you were in the pace truck did you have fun in the pace truck last night?
It was really cool. I'm super thankful for that opportunity. I've never been around a racetrack other than to drive, really. I used to watch races as a kid, but I've never seen it from an officiation point of view. Thought it was really cool just to see how formal everything was and how put together it has to be. Like, you guys have to be perfect, just like we got to be in the cars. So it was really cool to get that experience. I had a blast doing it. I was surprised with how stressful I was actually doing it, just because, you got to be perfect because you don't want to be the reason the race gets messed up. So thought it was cool. Thought it was cool to hear everything going on the radio, and it was an enjoyable experience for sure. Definitely eye-opening for me.
And Blake, you can talk about it. Blake and Barrett came up to the tower and announced with Jonathan and myself, a little different perspective than what you thought was going on up there, right?
Yeah, first, Blake Rowe, co-voice of the Champion Racing Association. Only to fill in for Zach, though. I don't think I'm going to make a career out of that. Barrett was a natural, though, man. Like, he was honestly as much fun to watch him, like, just really lean into it as I had, like, doing it and seeing from a different perspective. But, you know, to kind of build on what Chase Pinsonneault had to say about your guys' professionalism, like, don't get me wrong, I always knew that CRA and the racetracks were, like, really well put together and had a lot of technology and things like that to try to make this go, but I've never seen it firsthand like that. So I was really impressed. I'm just thankful for the opportunity. I hope that that becomes a tradition for the Owosso Nationals to have a New Star style race like that on Saturday night. And I hope that, you know, I get to be involved at some level. Maybe next year it'll be the pace car or the flag stand or something, but I think that was really cool. I had a blast. I hope everyone else enjoyed it too. I enjoy things like this. It's a little bit different. We don't do this on a weekly basis, so it requires us to exercise some different skills. But I think the opportunity to do an on-track autograph session is always a really good opportunity, especially for events like this where the weather's really nice. Fans can get out there and enjoy it. But I'll let you guys field that one as well if you got anything.
Yeah, I actually got a singled out moment. So last time we were here at Owosso Speedway, I had the opportunity to meet a younger fan. His first time at the racetrack. This younger fan, it was his birthday, and this is what he chose to do on his birthday, and his name happened to be Chase. I had the ability to give him my hat, sign my hat off for him. I really enjoyed that. I thought it was really cool to connect, and the young kids is the biggest thing for me. New race fans are awesome to see. Autograph sessions are great for that. Fans are always encouraged to come down after the race as well. I love talking to fans. You know, just conversations about the race. If they have any questions, if they want to sit in the car, all that's welcome. So anything we can do to make them more comfortable and their time more enjoyable at the racetrack, definitely they should come down, see us, come talk to us. It's enjoyable for us too.
Yeah, same with that too. And it's just now in our new era too, it's really important to get them real race fans back. We're kind of losing fans or people, it seems like, in the racing world. So it's really important to build that relationship with the fans, and it's awesome, especially here. Like last night, this place was pretty rocking, so it's really cool to just meet people and hear their questions, and then ask them questions, and it's just great, and hopefully we can just keep growing, especially here at Owosso.
We'll talk real quick. We had Barrett Polhemus. He was back there finishing his car through tech. Barrett, welcome. Second in the championship standings, and I'm going to ask you, we just asked these guys.
Can I ask did he pass tech?
He did pass tech. He did pass tech.
All right, that's the most important thing. Everybody talked about last night joining CRA and working with them last night. You had an opportunity, and you ran with it last night. How much fun did you have up in the booth?
Yeah, it was really fun up in the booth. That's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's always been just something it seemed like I'd be really interested in. It was fun getting a different perspective. It's nice because I can watch it as a race fan and get to express that a little bit more, you know. And I get excited over a lot of things, especially in racing. So it's I always feel like the broadcast and the people in the booth can add so much more energy to a race, even if it's a dull snooze fest. If there's energy in the booth, then it seems like it's a much better race than what it actually was. And it wasn't a bad race last night, but I'm just saying, like, it's definitely easier when there's a lot to talk about, but I feel like, you know, it's just something I think about a lot, and I run it back in my head all the time on what I would do and what I would say. So it was fun putting that into practice.
Jonathan, you had a question?
Yeah, I think so. We were pretty good, and right now the sun's covered, so that'll definitely help. And yesterday, I think, like, the first few laps in this practice was pretty slimy, or it was pretty greasy. But yeah, I think once we started laying our rubber down, it really kind of gripped up again. But I'm really excited because it's like there's been so many cars, different kind of rubbers on the track this whole weekend, and we have a 150 lap race during the day. So looking forward, maybe it'll widen out like the ASA race. But yeah, I think the track's definitely picked up its pace. Maybe you'll see more fall off with that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward just to kind of see how this track plays out.
So we'll just do one more question. I'll throw it out there. The same question for all you guys. We'll start down with Chase. 150 laps today. Why are you going to win?
Chase Burda. We have a really good car and got a good team. I'm really looking forward to it. I just got to do my job now and just keep the fenders on it, tires on it, and just be there at the end. And I think we'll have a really good shot at it.
Chase Pinsonneault?
Everybody wants it, but today, with the points battle being how it is, today is a really big night for me. I need to capitalize, and I need to put something together to have a late charge at the points battle here. So I'm going to race super hard tonight. Again, though, 150 laps, a lot can happen. So hoping we can keep the fenders on it for the whole thing and end up in victory lane tonight.
Blake Rowe?
I'll challenge you on that. I'm planning to take 110 points this afternoon and shut everybody else out going to Winchester. So, we've been really close on a couple of occasions. The TK Racing 71 is always a hot rod. John's put together a great race car for us to drive this weekend, and we've been really close. So today's our day to finish that deal off.
BP, you got to get your first win today, right? Why?
Well, I can tell you why. It's because I'm the best driver out of this bunch right here. No, it's just, I want it really bad. I've been wanting it really bad. We got a great group of guys here. It's always us four at the front every single time. It's lots of fun running with them. So the key for me is just staying smooth, staying consistent, staying out of trouble. Typically, I can find my way to the front towards the end, and then that's where the points are paid out at the end of the day, but hopefully I can get some in qualifying. This guy wants 110 points on the day, but I think I fancy my chances at that 110 points a little better than you do, because I need it more. So, yeah, it'll be a good one today.
I think we have a question from the co-voice of the Owosso Speedway, Chris Bobby. You got a question for any of these guys?
It's a great question. Thank you.
UFC fight night.
Is that your answer? It's a great question. Thank you.
We'll be here after the race, 7 o'clock. Those two are going to be going at it, heavyweight title.
No,
Me
this
and
is
Chase will be the featherweight opener.
this is actually a good opportunity to talk about that. I think everyone's seen the replay of Master of the Pros, and that was obviously the most visual moment of our issues this summer. There were a few others, and honestly, I chalk it all up to hard racing. Chase is a fantastic race car driver. I have a ton of respect for him and the Burda family. So I hate that we've had this conversation. I hate that we're in this position. So as far as I'm concerned, and I can only handle my end of it, that's all water under the bridge. I want to keep all the fenders on every one of our race cars and race really hard to the finish. So hopefully it's the 18 and the 71 racing for the win here, and we can have a proper finish this time, regardless of the order. So that's my plan. But yeah, regardless, we'll just have fun.
Chase, so your plan is different?
Yeah, my plan into one, we're junking. Just kidding. No, but I think that's like the maturity of our sport too. It's a lot bigger than just going out there and taking somebody out the next weekend. You're putting in a lot of money and hours and time into these cars, so it's not right to just go junk someone. I'm sure at the time I was ready to, but no, it's just racing. It's a lot bigger, and you kind of just got to go into it week in and week out. Just different day. Me and Blake, I've known him since I was a baby at quarter midget races, so we've grown up together. I have much respect for him too. He's a hell of a wheelman. Yeah, I mean the same thing, but I don't know. I don't like wrecking people. It's never my plan. So we'll just look forward to today, and hopefully we can race it out and prove all them Facebook warriors wrong that we can race clean.
Chase Burda, Chase Pinsonneault, Blake Rowe, Barrett Polhemus, give him a nice round of applause. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.